Welcome back to East Leaf Sixers. It's
What's
your
up,
boy
BG?
Sixers fan for life. We got 215 the sports guy here. We got Pete Purr. We got BJ.
What up,
What's up? What's up?
What's up, y'all?
Another matchup tonight with these Orlando Magic.
A big team
Yeah,
that we was rebounding with.
There we go. There we go.
Yep.
Starting to get some consistency with the starting lineup.
Well, we always had consistency with the one guy.
Yeah, most definitely.
Can y'all hear me?
Absolutely, Bird.
Right on.
How do y'all feeling about this starting lineup? How are y'all feeling about the play of them so far? And what are you expecting tonight? Joselitos, slide that question to you first.
I mean, you can't expect the world from this roster we got right now. So every time we get a win, gotta be satisfied with that.
Absolutely.
Understood. B Jizzle, all the way from out of town.
I mean, they just got to hold. They got to hold down the fort to the big guns come back. So, I mean, just keep doing what you're doing, build this cohesion. Because guess what? These same people that are starting right now, as much as we hate our all bench lineup, they basically building up to be our all bench lineup when we need to put them in the game. So, build that cohesion right now because these are the guys you're gonna be playing on the court with when the stars is out there anyway.
Most definitely. Bird, how are you feeling?
I like Harold in the starting lineup for rebounding and block presence. You know what I mean? Because Tucker floated around the baseline, seemed like that almost even on defense. But I take this lineup. I can see us being effective on the boards. We got some more D, and like I said, like BG said, just keep holding it down with these backups because then you can embrace a all bench lineup that we hated before. The continuity is building, so it can be moments where you don't have to have a starter and that lineup right there, minus the two, and we can replace them with Reed and somebody, and we'll be official. I don't know. Just hold it down until they come back. But when they do come back, I hope the pace don't change because of ISO ball. That's one of my biggest concerns. And I've been
the pace is definitely going to change though, Bert. It's inevitable.
Sure. But I hope it don't change for the worse. You know what I mean, BG? Because it definitely can be. These young dudes is athletic. Teams is balling. Teams that was not even looked at before. The Sacramentos of the league and the Clevelands and them dudes getting it in, man.
Well, one thing that I feel like we're getting out of this is notoriety.
Yeah.
So it raised the stakes if we have to do some deals. Because these guys showing off their talent. Because when the stars come back, yeah, you might as well say goodbye to all this playing time that we're seeing. So
I know. I guess it's the bright side. The bright side, I'm thinking, is stock might be up with some of these dudes in case they wanted to make some moves.
I mean,
like Shake stock is up enough to get something very official because teams are seeing them and they liking them. I'm sure they got to be.
Most definitely.
Just I'm gonna miss them when the starters come back, and I hope they come back with some kind of sense of urgency and just like slightly mirror the kind of hustle that's going on right now.
I'm gonna tell you one thing from experience playing ball. A lot of these guys starred in their hometowns, in their colleges they went to. Most of them were the guy in school, so they're used to starters minutes. They're used to performing under starters minutes. It takes a skilled player to come off the bench in limited minutes and perform at a high level. Not a lot of guys have done that in their careers, and that's what you're asking the Shake Miltons to do.
Yeah, but I don't mean to cut you off, but some of these guys been on this team for a while, so that you talking about they were accustomed to, they ain't accustomed to that no more. That habit is gone.
Right.
So unless you take these machines and you oil them up, then I don't think they're gonna be playing like what you saying they was playing. Some of them ain't touched that kind of floor in a long time. So
most definitely. Most definitely. I'm saying that to say my point was it's easier for them to perform the way they're performing now with these type of minutes. It's much harder to come off the bench in a 13-minute clip and give it all you got, at a high percentage. So, Shake has done it. George Niang has done it in the past. You know, hell, even Korkmaz has done it in the past. So, you know, those guys I mentioned, I'm looking for them guys when our main guys come back to continue this high level of play. You know, you only really need 3 to 4 guys off of that bench performing at a high level. And we've yet to see that this year with our starters in. So, you know, I'm hoping to see that when these guys come back.
In a nutshell, they getting practice right now for you know. So
Practice?
I'm loving it. I couldn't wait to see them play
Practice?
again.
Not a game. We talking about
You
practice.
talking about
Hey,
practice?
hey, BG, I done got to the point where I felt like I couldn't wait till the Sixers come back on. And that's crazy because we playing with all backups and bench dudes. And
Yeah,
I can't wait to see another Sixers game. I'm back to that feeling.
we don't have the star power right now with everybody out, but we got that grit, that hunger. Those guys that just want to go out there and play basketball.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know they're gonna compete. You know they're gonna compete on the defensive end. You know they're gonna crash. Guys like Paul Reed is always gonna crash the offensive boards. Guys like Montrezl Harrell is always gonna crash it. Like it's just certain stuff that we like to see in Philly. I mean, we got the star power, but we
Yeah.
don't see what we getting out of this group. We don't see out of our stars, and nor do I expect to see it out of our stars. Do I expect Embiid to be diving on the ground for loose balls? I don't. I never expect Embiid to be what Paul Reed is. Paul Reed
Yeah.
has a role, and Embiid has a role. So I don't
Yeah.
expect it, but it's good to see. I'm not gonna lie, it's
Yeah,
good to see.
it is lovely to see, man.
Speaking of guys with roles, you know, Tobias Harris and the absence of our other starters has really stepped up to, you know, lead this group of guys into some pretty nice wins. Do you think that Tobias will continue on with his momentum when the guys come back, or will he shrink due to the limited role that he has in this lineup with the regular starters? What do you guys think about that?
With that limited role, he automatically got to step down.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's
It
not
happens without
question.
effort. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It goes without question. So, I mean, just a matter of consistency with these other dudes, man. And the word consistency is overrated at points because who can you look at and just say, oh yeah, he's consistent. Like they throw that word at everybody. You know, a bench player have a good game, well, he not consistent. All right, well, tell me who on the starters is literally consistent, other than probably Embiid, because the rest
The
of them have an
crazy,
up and down game.
the craziest part is Tobias might be the most consistent in the starting line.
Absolutely.
So that's why that word consistency. You know, the second you give somebody some flowers, oh, but he ain't consistent. All right,
That man is consistent. Now is he playing to his full capability? No, but he's consistent. He's the most consistent
consistently,
man
you
I
know what he bringing.
Yeah.
You know what he
you
gonna
know,
bring.
bro. You know for a fact you're getting 12 to 16 points from that man every night. Now my problem is that I know for a fact he could put up 20 like it's nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do we get that all the time from him? No, but you can always depend on that 12 to 16 points
Yeah.
on a nightly basis for a fact.
That's what consistency is.
Let's
Knowing what
highlight
you gonna get.
Mark Carroll's comment right here. OG Sixers 24/7 OG. He said D. Lynam said yesterday, we are running the most basic offense that can't succeed long term. And any team playing us more than once will have it easy.
I don't agree with her.
What do you don't agree with?
I simply don't agree because what they doing out there is like basically like a matter of doing it on the fly. So it ain't like it's a system that can be, game planned for. They just balling. There's no really game planning for that. What are we doing consistently or systematically that somebody can look at and say, we got to do this to counter? Nothing. So, and they just keep balling, hustle, grit, like BG
But
said,
but
and
but
we should succeed.
but the thing is, Berg, I don't think she's talking about succeeding currently as constructed. She's saying long term. So when the starters come back, what do we run? Very basic offense. Yes, right now they just out there hooping. But
Yeah.
when we have our full team, what we do, handoffs at the top of the key, then let Harden dribble,
Yeah.
then
Well,
give
in
Embiid
that
give
aspect, I agree.
give Embiid the ball on the elbow, and everybody just stand around looking at him. It's a fact. We don't really have sets. We
Right.
don't really have any sets.
Right.
Yeah. It's
Right.
hard to game plan for a team that don't have sets.
Yeah.
So if she was talking about as far as how the bench is playing, I think they can do that for the rest of the season, man.
No,
we need them to.
she was speaking of, regularly set and our regular rotation, we've said it on the show quite a few times. We're not really running sophisticated offense.
No.
Handoff, dribble, like BG said. Says 10 seconds left on the clock. Then you passing off to maybe somebody and they're getting a bad shot. So, it has to be a little bit more thought on Doc's side of things.
That's what I was about to say. That dude on the sideline that walked like he got to take a dump,
I mean,
he talked to these bench players and these backups more than I ever seen him talking all season. He tiptoeing around the stars. Not that he's scared of them, but it's just like, oh, you know what they gonna bring. They already know. You got to be a coach all the time. You got to coach all the time. He do more talking to his assistants than he do to Embiid and Harden and these dudes, man. He talk a lot to Maxey, maybe because he's young, so he feel comfortable getting in his ear. But I don't even want to start going in on him. I'm surprised Jose ain't mentioned my man, but just I guess that goes without
I'm done,
saying.
man. Listen, that horse done died 20 times. There's no point in keep beating it.
Right on, yeah. It goes without saying.
I seen an article about Boy today, and he's basically
that's a fact, Greg.
He's unbothered about the lack of scoring on his part. He said as long as we're winning, he doesn't care. But in all reality,
he's a heavy man. He's being carried. Of course, he's not going to care.
Right. He's being paid $10 million a year. So who would be mad? If the team was
those numbers, those contracts and this and that, that's Morey. If I got to complain about that, these guys ain't gonna say no. Don't give me 10, give me 6, because I ain't gonna. I'm gonna be a donut brother. So just matter of fact, give me $3 million, because I know what I'm not going to do. They're going to take that money.
Oh yeah.
That starts up the top. That's management's problem. That can't be fixed. So it goes without even mentioning. They ain't like you can just say, "Oh, never mind." You know what I mean? So I think that explains the minutes he get.
Yeah.
I just love reading all. I just love reading all the delusional comments all over the Facebook, Sixers 24/7. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
It is.
Yeah, it is extremely hilarious.
Yeah, because I don't like. Listen, I ain't trying to knock anybody else's knowledge on the game. I don't feel like they really watch these games.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Or they're not watching it with the same eye that you might do. You know what I mean? Or I might, people watching it with their own eye.
With an analytic eye. You know what I'm saying? They just want wins and points scored. That's why I did my math earlier. If the starters can get you 80, I mean, that's another 30, 25 on average that you need from the bench. Melton, give you 10, shake somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of being rational. So I'm not as hard on bench players in this. I just don't want them to go in there and turning the ball over. I want to hustle from them.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing with these young kids, because they're not used to.
Right.
That's going to be my keys to the game. Since we're talking about it, my keys to the game going to be no turnover. No control on turnovers. None of them bull crap turnovers and stuff. Because as long as they can take care of the ball, they got this second unit got a high chance of winning.
Since Jose pulled the ring out of his pocket, he pulled the key ring out of his pocket. We might segue on to one of our segments we like to do on this show, and that's our keys to victory. Jose, once again, no turnovers. Am I right?
Yep.
Okay. BG?
Doc Rivers is the key to the game today. We play a team back-to-back. Once they've seen you literally 24, 36 hours ago, they can game plan for you better. So it's time to show that you got to coach this coach. We already saw what they have. They already saw what we have. Now this is where coaching comes into effect. So I think what Doc does today is key, to be honest with you. I know we all like to see what's going to happen on the court, but I'm watching the sideline tonight.
Bird.
Along with, minimizing the turnovers, just continue to hustle, the grit, and the defense, and a conscious effort on the boards. Give us 45 boards. It's a W.
Most definitely. I'm going to start off with mine with the injury report for Orlando Magic. Once again, Cole Anthony is out. Jonathan Isaac is out. Terrence Ross is probable. Do not play down to the level of talent that you're playing against.
Markelle Fultz is out.
They're damn near a whole starting lineup for them is out, along with us. I feel like our bench is way better, light years better than the bench we're facing tonight. Come out there with a sense of urgency and take it right to their neck.
Yeah, I gotta interrupt real quick. It's kind of hard to say don't play down when both teams.
Both teams is down.
Yeah, both teams.
I hear what you're
Hold
saying.
on, you can say that when Maxi's in and Embiid is in, but that statement right there is nullified with the fact that
That's why I was
you
looking
got
like
so
that.
many players over there out, and you got so many players over here out. So my thing is just hustle. Put the effort in, crash some boards because you're going against some big dudes on this team.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The
Box out to the
talent
best of your
level on
ability.
our side is better. Still with the guys out, is better than what we're facing tonight. They're better.
Still won't be playing down though. It's not really like we playing down to them. Just play above them. Period. It's not a matter of playing down on nobody. That puts us
Kind
on
of saying the
pedestal
same thing.
that we're not on.
Yeah. So you already know what time it is. BG, don't even say a word because you about to start talking. It's that time. It's that time. If you don't know what time it is, we finna tell ya. And now, for BG's over and under.
All right. I hate to do this to the man, but it's just getting outrageous. So
4.5.
4.5 points for PJ Tucker.
Under.
That is the saddest over/under ever.
I'm taking the under.
He's comfortable with it.
Forget
He's
that
happy
dude with a
it.
capital F. I really want to say something
No,
else. But
nothing to go
I'm
on.
gonna refrain from that.
Nothing to go on. I'm gonna go with the over.
Ooh. I don't know. Bird been like Nostradamus lately. I don't know.
No, I'm taking the under all day long.
Justifiably.
Man.
I mean, that's like logic at its best. I'm going over.
I'll take the under.
I'm going over.
He
got to be under some kind of pressure.
He got to score, dog.
He got to.
That's a 3 and a 2.
He gotta show me something.
Listen, Asins, you're notorious for reverse psychology, but that ain't gonna work with this guy. Sorry, I'm taking the under. Not tonight.
I'll take. You know what? I'm a Rocco Bird, dog. I feel like at some point he gotta put the ball in the hole. At some point, this shit gotta end.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the over.
That's a 3 and a layup.
He's gonna make one corner 3. He gonna make one corner 3, and he gonna make 3 free throws.
And he's not gonna miss. I don't see no free throws. I see him not missing.
He never get to the line. How you gonna shoot free throws? Come on, man.
I don't know.
Not gonna he's gonna make one of them layups, and he's gonna make a corner 3.
Don't nobody even foul him. Like, there's no point. That nobody plays up close and personal to this dude. There's no reason to. Like, he's probably the guy that they sag off the most in the NBA because there's no reason to.
More than 2.5.
That's a damn shame that this is an over under for a start.
What's next up, BG, before we run out of tape?
So we've been doing a nice job of this because we have 2 guys who like to crash the glass. So do the Sixers get 41.5 rebounds tonight?
I'm gonna take the over on this because I've been watching these rebounds since our starter's been out, and we did horrendous on the boards prior to all these injuries that we got. These kids coming out there and they hustling, and even against this enormous, gigantic team, they had over 40 rebounds. Right. So I'm gonna confidently take the over.
I'm gonna take the over too.
I'll take the over.
Over all around the board, the guys that we put out there want rebounds, unlike usually the starters. No diss to the starters, but they just don't hustle the way these
20 boards one night. That was amazing.
Yeah.
I tell your Asins is foolish, man. I can't with this man.
He shot out.
I can't with this man.
Out of pocket. That sound about right though.
No, I can't with this
man. All right, so we also like what we've seen out of Shake. Can he continue? I'm not gonna go with an outrageous number. 18.5 for Shake Milton tonight.
Points. Yeah. Over.
Points, yes, sir.
Over.
I'll take the over. Shake is back, man.
I kind of want to say over because last
back
game
from where? Back. Hold up. Wait. Carl, back from where?
Because you're controversial with me tonight. He's back from not looking comfortable on the offensive end. He's looking comfortable on the offensive
When did he look comfortable? Is my question.
He looked comfortable before the back injury last year.
When did he play consistently enough to even assess how comfortable he felt?
He
around?
looked comfortable before the back injury last year. I don't know if
I,
the
I,
mics
I,
working.
I, I don't agree with that. Not
The
just
I
back
because
agree.
injury,
It's
the back
statistically
injury,
proven. Pull up the stats.
look how many
the
minutes
back
he
injury,
playing.
the back injury happened in November though. Like it's not like it happened at the end of the season. So what
Before
he played?
the back
So
injury,
so 7 games into the season, he was looking good.
yes. Yes.
All right, listen, dig this here. He offensively he didn't play great last game. The most consistent player in my eyes since all these injuries obviously has been Tobias Harris and DeAnthony Melton.
DeAnthony Melton, yeah, that's what I
He
was gonna
been
say.
balling.
So, I'm
He
gonna take the
averaging about
under. I'm gonna
20 in
take
the
the under
stretch.
because I'm not like I can't put my money on Shake.
Yeah, I
If
can.
when we
I
get a
can.
great game, when we get a great game from him, I'm gonna just take it. You
I
know
think
what I'm
we've
saying?
gotten great game. Give him 30 minutes, he give you 20 points. At the role he got, yeah, I'm taking the over.
Niggas hating on
I'm
shit.
t-
Yeah.
Can't believe it.
Wow, because we not picking the over, we hating on him.
Must be a
You kidding
23rd
me?
Street thing. You know,
Whatever.
Greg was
I don't
saying
understand.
earlier.
Again,
Go
under.
ahead.
I'm taking it under. I think DeAnthony Melton is our best guard on the floor tonight. I think DeAnthony Melton will be our best guard on the floor tonight. Not saying Shake's gonna have a bad game. I'm gonna just take the under on that.
I
And
got
there's
you.
no hate
Nearly
to
having
Shake.
triple double.
No, not at all.
He nearly having triple doubles these last couple games, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's as advertised, man. DeAnthony Melton. He is as advertised,
So
man.
Shake's been near triple doubles these last couple games.
Yeah.
All right. So since we already got all the over and unders out of the way, everybody said they over and unders.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear them bold predictions.
My bold prediction tonight. My bold prediction tonight. I think Paul Reed gonna have a 20 and 10 night.
That's bold. That's bold.
My bold prediction is going back to what BG's over under was.
Damn, he about to
PJ
take
Tucker,
mine.
5 points.
I got
That's bold.
Listen, I got to trump this man. I'm gonna trump you, and I'm gonna say PJ Tucker 4 3-pointers for 12 points.
That's bold. That's an asinine prediction.
Well, I was going.
Mark Carroll was saying the same
That's
thing. He
more
said
than
he's
bold.
on acid and
That's
3
tough,
threes and a
Tony.
putback.
No,
I was-
I'm saying 4 for 12, and he gonna shut everybody up about his little donut marathon.
Okay.
Little donut marathon. You know what I'm saying? He's
But you picked
listen,
him had less than 4.5.
yeah. It's a bold prediction. I'm supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Bold prediction.
Oh,
Yeah.
right on.
It doesn't have to match my over and under.
Okay, cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
My
that's
over and under
fine.
is a betting mindset. This right here is I gotta
crazy.
go with
5
the
points
most
is a bold
outlandish thing. That's a bold prediction. It's gotta be outlandish. Outlandish is that man's gonna make
And
4
said
3-pointers tonight.
5 threes.
Yeah. And then all the PJ lovers are gonna come out raving and ranting. I see it. I'm calling
Oh
it.
yeah.
I
Brace
told you
yourself.
so.
Yeah.
Brace yourself.
Brace yourself. It was only a
Brace
matter of
yourself,
time.
Jose.
It's only a matter of time, Jose.
So everybody got their bolds out.
Yeah.
I didn't because they took him. I was gonna say PG.
What about BG?
I was gonna say PG PJ 3 made threes tonight, but he already trumped me and said 4. So I go with we'll have 2 players with double doubles. Montrezl Harrell and DeAnthony Melton will both have double doubles.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I like
kind of
that.
bold.
I like that.
That means 10 assists from DeAnthony. When lately Shake's been getting more assists than him.
Yeah.
That's a good bold prediction.
Most definitely. Most definitely. So if all goes well, if all goes to what we've said tonight between our bold prediction and our over and unders, we'll be looking at another Sixers win, which will be great. You know, these guys could hold the fort down, you know, with our starters down, and maybe the starters could come back to a above 500 record and get the ball rolling, you know, really rolling. So
Yeah. We got a nice stretch coming up, bro.
nice stretch of teams. Yeah.
Yeah.
If
somebody got it in front of them.
Mm.
We got like 5 games. Some tough games.
They could hear about that on post game. We could talk about the upcoming opponents You know, that was my next thought process. I was gonna look at that when we got off here. So
Yeah, we usually do that on the post game.
Yeah.
But anyway, y'all see what it is on the top of that screen. We got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. So don't you dare forget to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Because if you ain't here, we don't know where you at. We don't know where you at. I know where some of y'all at. Y'all getting that food ready. Y'all getting that food ready for that 8:30 game. I know where some of y'all at.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But for all you Sixers lovers out here, no te olvides. Decirle a un amigo que le diga a un amigo que le diga a un amigo. Wepa. Let's go Sixers,
Go
baby.
Sixers.
We see y'all in post game right here. Y'all know where to find us.